The American Automobile Association expected tens of millions of Americans to take to the skies and hit the road over the Memorial Day weekend, the busiest travel weekend since the pandemic hit. Many of those travelers headed to sunny destinations in Florida.
My first trip, and we got off the plane and it was warm, and I'm like, oh my God, let's hit the beach. I haven't been on the beach since last year.
She's not alone. Travel came to a virtual standstill for much of 2020 as the world struggled to contain the pandemic. With more than 50% of U.S. adults having received at least one shot against COVID-19, experts predict a summer travel boom.
People were able to save a lot of money because they weren't traveling to work last year, and so they're going to places, they're staying longer and doing more things and spending more money.
Airfares and hotel prices are rising on increased demand. Rental car shortages have been reported in many states, including Hawaii and Colorado, pushing prices up dramatically. The CEO of Airbnb expects a travel rebound unlike anything we've ever seen before. He also believes there will be more diversity in travel, with many seeking to explore areas off the beaten track. Camping is hot again. Officials at the National Park Service expect the number of visitors to the more than 420 U.S. national parks will surpass a peak set in 2019. Campgrounds in and around some of the more popular parks are already fully booked or at near capacity. An online reservation system was recently launched at the privately owned Adirondack Reserve in New York State to deal with a soaring number of visitors.
It's a plan to help improve accessibility for parking in a fair and equitable manner for all levels of hikers, whether it's entry-level, day hikers, overnight hikers, peak baggers, as they call the 46ers, and also for the preservation of the reserve.
Similar reservation systems have been put in place at other parks this summer all across the United States. The return of U.S. travel comes with some risk. Children under the age of 12 are not yet eligible for the COVID-19 vaccines, and almost 40% of U.S. adults haven't received a single dose. President Biden's goal is for 70% of U.S. adults getting their first shot by July 4th. That, he says, will make this summer feel dramatically different from that of 2020.
A summer of freedom, a summer of joy, a summer of get-togethers and celebrations. An all-American summer that this country deserves after a long, long, dark winter that we've all endured.
Karina, CGTN.